What's going on, everybody? Splice Citrus here, back with another Genshin Impact video, and the topic of today's video is going to be original resin. So there seems to have been, or seems to be rather, a pretty big push in the community once again, complaining about the rate at which original resin regenerates. And I couldn't agree more. Now, for the first few months of this game, resin used to be capped at 120, which the community gave a lot of backlash on that, and so MiHoYo increased it to 160. So hopefully with this feedback once again, hopefully they'll do something about the original resin issue. That'd be really, really fantastic to see occur. Because right now, original resin it's just too important. It takes... Resin is used for everything end game. Like, once you used your resin, there's not much point staying logged in. Like, you log in, you might do some farming routes, maybe you want to farm some flowers, or you need, if you want to do mines as well as artifacts. If you really take this game really seriously, you can farm all that kind of stuff, but for the most part, you could just log in, spend your resin in the morning, and then not have to touch this game again until later that evening, where you log back in and spend the rest of your resin that's built up just to keep it from capping. Yeah, original resin, so as it currently sits, you need original resin to farm Mora ley lines, to farm XP ley lines, weapon ascension domains, talent level domains, artifact domains, and world bosses. And so there's just not enough resin to get everything done that you really want to get done. And with the amount of characters that are in this game, the resin is probably the biggest reason why you can't afford to try out different team comps. You just can't afford to actually level up and have them be usable and not weak and underpowered and frankly useless with the current amount of resin right now. It's just way too hard to pull off, at least if you're free to play anyways. Of course, the whales, yeah, they have absolutely no issue, but all of my perspectives are in the perspective of the free-to-play or the very minimal invested player. Currently, like for example, I get the Battle Pass every month, but that's really about it. I also do the Blessing of the Welcome Moon every once in a while, but I am definitely nothing even close compared to the whales, who dump thousands of dollars every single banner to make sure they get C6 of every single new character that comes into this game. So, with the perspective of the free-to-play player in mind, there's just no variety in this game, because you are in fact completely pigeonholed into building a team of 4, maybe 6, depending on your progression in this game, how much you actually invest into this game, stuff like that. But if you spend too much resources leveling up alts and trying out different characters and different team comps, you're not going to progress very much in this game, because you're not going to be able to progress your main party. Like, you're not going to be able to progress the characters you use the most. Your go-to healer, your go-to DPS, your go-to supports, etc. Because you're constantly using resources to build up. Oh, I got a new 4-star from this banner, I want to try him out. Well, all that resin you just used to level up that character and to power it up to try to fit into your team could have been used to power up your existing characters, and now that's gone. So what I'd like MiHoYo to do in regards to this issue, ideally, is I'd really actually would like to see a secondary resource come into this game, much like original resin. As a matter of fact, it would actually be exactly the same as original resin, have the exact same regenerative rate, and the exact same cap. However, this particular resource would be used only for ley lines and for world bosses, whether it's the weekly cooldown bosses or the Regis Vines and Hypostasis and the new Geovisha boss. And then original resin would be used strictly for domains, whether it's talent domains, weapon domains, or artifact domains. Wouldn't make any difference. That way you'd have... I mean, if you really stay on it, you can use probably close to 180 to 200 resin per day. But with having 2 resources, not only can you gain resources to level your characters up so you can actually either continue leveling up your current party or try out new characters, but you can also still farm domains. So like if you wanted to use your ley line resin, let's call it your ley line resin, if you wanted to use that to try leveling up some alts, you can still use your original resin to farm domains to power up your main party. Sounds great, right? At the very least, MiHoYo does definitely need to address this issue. Currently, original resin regenerates at 1 per 8 minutes, so that takes a grand total of 21 hours and 20 minutes going from 0 to 160. It's an astronomical amount of time for how much resin you actually need to get a character leveled up and powered up, especially as deep as we are into this game. Trying to get a new banner character that you just pulled all the way up to level 90 and farming artifacts and probably weapon essential materials, depending, I guess, if you've already got a weapon in your inventory that's already leveled up and you can just move it over from one of your previous characters. But still, it takes a lot of resource and a lot of work to bring a new character up in this game, and as they keep adding more characters and more characters and more characters, and everybody gets super hyped about the next banner character, so everybody pulls for it, everybody wants it. It's the whole current resin thing they got going on here. It's not very productive in terms of the way they're handling this game with releasing so many new characters every single month. It just doesn't work out. I mean, I understand it's a business strategy because, well, then they feel like, well, maybe more people will start spending more money on this game because they can't keep up. Yeah, that sounds all great and well, but I'd be willing to bet the majority of players are either going to quit out of frustration rather than making the choice to start spending money. So, I don't know, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think about the original resin? Are you happy with the current model? Would you like to see it changed? If so, how would you like to see it changed? But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I'll go ahead and let this finish out. Spoiler alert, I do finish this 2 out of 25. This was not a very good run. I have since learned how to place towers a lot better on this map, and I can 100% it no problem. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.
Quake! 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 Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Stabilize! Quake!
Starfall!